Hello, history scholars. Mrs. Olson here. Today's lesson is titled Open Door Policy in China. This was something that you were introduced to in the last lesson, and today you're going to study it just a little bit further by analyzing a political cartoon. So before we get into the analysis, first I'd like you to watch this video by this guy, and he's going to really teach you about theme. You're going to see that the focus is novel based, but you'll see how you can relate these ideas on theme to one of the questions in the analysis. Now, before we get to that, I'm going to click on the political cartoon that you are going to be using. And here it is. Now, before you start, you always want to look at political cartoons inch by inch, detail by detail. And what I mean by that is first you'll kind of take a look at the whole thing like we just did. And then you're going to look at it from top to bottom. You're going to look at the different colors that are used. You're going to look at the text that is written. You'll notice what is in the background of the picture. You'll notice what is in the foreground of the picture. That means this part right here, the most prevalent part. Okay, and then start looking at all the different people. Look at facial expressions, what they're wearing. Sometimes what they're wearing gives you an indication of where they are from. Looking at facial expressions and body language is going to give you an idea of perhaps what they're thinking or they're feeling, their mood. All of these things add up to the message, the meaning of the cartoon. Okay, so always spend a little bit of time studying the cartoon detail by detail. Now I'm going to go back to our pages here and click next. That's going to give you the assignment, and so the assignment. So here we have the assignment opened, and the learning target reads that you're going to analyze a political cartoon to understand the effects of imperialism in China. So the very first question says, please describe all the details in the cartoon. And I wrote, when I say all of the details, I mean all of the details. Look at the people. What are they wearing? What kind of facial expressions do they display? Are they saying anything? Look at the environment. Pay attention to color, shape, movement, even sound. Okay, so look at this list of description that I gave you, and when you go to write down what you see, for this one only, it is okay to write in list form, to write in bulleted form, okay? Always make sure that you guys are writing in a different color or font than what I use so that it's easy for me to see what you wrote compared to what I wrote. Okay, guys, what issue or event inspired the cartoon? So I'm going to flip back to it. And you know that the answer to this is the open door policy in China. If you'd like to elaborate and talk about imperialism, I encourage you to do that too. Okay, are there real people in the cartoon? Who are they and what is their purpose? So as you get into this question, of course you're writing with a complete sentence. You can start with this guy right here, Uncle Sam, and then you can proceed into who these men represent as far as imperialist countries go. So I'm not going to give you the answers to these. You can look up, do an internet search, a Google search perhaps, on what some of these styles of dress represents for those countries, okay? You can even see certain flags, say in their hats, or insignia on other parts of them. Okay? So, are there real people in the cartoon? The answer is going to be yes. I want you to tell me who they are and why that cartoonist put them into this imperialist cartoon. Are there symbols in the cartoon? So, once again, are there symbols? Are there objects in here that perhaps represent something else? So, easy ones that you might be able to pick out might be, say, the flag on his hat, the insignia or the symbol on this hat. You might even look to see what Uncle Sam is wearing to talk about a symbol for that answer. Okay, now hopefully when you have picked apart all of the details and answered a few of these questions, you will be able to write what the message of the cartoon is. Okay, and if you're not sure, you can always send me a message through the inbox. Okay, our last two questions. What's the cartoonist's opinion about the open door policy? Well, you want to think about this from a positive view or a negative view. How does the cartoonist, and we don't know whether it's the cartoonist is a he or a she, so you can use any pronoun that you want to. The cartoonist, how is the cartoonist portraying the people? Are they drawing the people in a positive light or a negative light? And you also want to remember that there are people in the background here. Does Uncle Sam look to be drawn, say, like a respected figure or somebody who isn't respected? You can think about that question with these leading figureheads here too. Okay, and what is the theme of the cartoon? This is where this video comes in to help you think about the question on theme. That's where this guy is going to help us out at. So hopefully that gives you a really good start as far as answering each of these questions. And when you get through with answering those questions, you will have analyzed this cartoon on the open door policy in China. So if you guys have questions, please make sure that you ask. Have fun with it. Bye.